We are going to do the Triple H, Highline, Hangover, and Hogs. 25-30 mile ride of all of the hardest trails.
Yeah, there it is. Yes!
And then it keeps going. And it keeps going. And then there's a right-hand turn.
Hi team, I'm Sid.
And I'm Mackie.
For the past 6 years, we've been racing mountain bikes professionally.
And living out of our van.
On this channel, we're sharing those adventures with you.
All of them.
So hit subscribe and join the team.
I'm here with Steve from Hardtail Party. We are in his awesome little Mazda Miata. We were gonna ride today, but we've decided that we're just gonna cruise around in the Miata instead. No, I'm just kidding. So we've got the bikes on the back, and we are going to do the Triple H, which I've heard about this ride. I've never done this ride. It is a 25-30 mile ride in Sedona of all of the hardest trails. Highline, Hangover, and Hogs. And then you have to pedal in between them. It turns out they are not all in the same part of town. They are all over the place. Yeah. Parking at Hogs, riding up to Hangover, do Hangover, then what's next?
Then we'll see. Probably Hogs, because Highline stays the lightest the longest.
That's a good point. And it is 1 o'clock, and sun sets at 6:30-ish. We're looking at about 5.5 hours of sun up that we've got. And 30 miles in Sedona is no joke. Base layer that has pockets in it. So do a water bottle in the middle, do some snacks on one side, do tools on the other side, and then these pockets on these shorts I really like because they're like backwards pockets, so things go around to the back. So I have my phone in there right now, and it just doesn't, like, I can't even feel it when I'm riding. So phone, EpiPen in the other side, tools and stuff in the back pocket, water bottle, second water bottle. I think I should be good to go. I decided to just go for it and try out my new helmet today. I'm really digging the neon orange because I'm a big fan of the neon colored bicycle stuff. So this is the Laser G1, I believe. Apparently it's just as light, actually a little bit lighter than the Z1, which is what we were wearing before. And got mitts and everything in it, so I'm super excited. It is 1:08 and we are heading out. We have just over 5 hours to do this ride, which 25 miles, 5 hours seems like it should be easy, but in Sedona, that's not easy. So we'll see if we can pull it off. I'm really hoping we can because I've always wanted to do this ride. But hey, only time will tell. Hangover is probably the most iconic Sedona trail, known for its steep rock rolls, extreme exposure, and rocky overhangs. Although only 3.5 miles long, it is extremely technical and certainly deserves its double black rating. You guys may have guessed it already from the name of his channel, but Steve is on a hardtail, thus the Hardtail Party. And this guy's crazy because he's planning to ride all 3 of the hardest trails in Sedona in one go on a hardtail. So yeah, huge props for him just for doing that. And all I can say is I'm okay with not being on a hardtail right now.
I need professional help.
Don't worry, I'm a professional.
Help me, Mackie. You're my only hope. They want to see our exciting entrance.
Oh, all right. We're dropping in to Hangover here. Hangover is not just any trail. This trail is pretty darn technical. And I will actually be attempting a KOM on it. The KOM is the fastest recorded time on Strava. And I attempted it 2 years ago and did not get it. I missed it by like 40 seconds. So today is a nice way to kind of recon it, see how things are looking, remind myself of what the lines are, because I've only ridden this trail 4 times. So it'll be nice to get a refresher on where I want to be and what lines I want to take before my KOM attempt, which, if it is out, I will link to in the upper right corner. And if not, then you should make sure to hit subscribe so that you get a notification about it next week when it comes out. Man, it's such a bummer that the view is so lousy up here. Nothing to look at.
So ugly.
So ugly.
You didn't just see my feet slip off my non-equipped pedals.
I don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see anything. Thank you, I'm the last one. All right, somewhere around here, I have to go up more. Right over here. There we are. Ooh, it's looking slippery up here. Don't use the brakes. Don't use the brakes. Don't use the brakes. Don't use the brakes. Okay, better traction than I thought. That's good. Made it up here to the saddle on Hangover. You can see the view is terrible. We're just taking like a short break, check out some lines, decide which way we're gonna go, because there are 3 options you can go inside. There's straight down the center, which is what Steve is checking out right now. And then there's the way around, which I've actually never done. That's the like traditional route, but I've always gone either this way or this way. So we're just looking at different line options because it's fun, but we're sort of keeping it short so that we can try to actually finish this before the sun sets. Nice, dude. Got it. Thanks, just the 2 of us. You guys enjoy. Sorry. No, that's how I have to do it too. Oh, this part is so tricky right now. Nope. These are the sections that I am even more impressed by Steve doing all this on a hardtail. Guy is nuts. I admit, most people, I probably would not feel comfortable riding Hangover with them when they were on a hardtail. Not Steve though. This guy can ride.
Here we go.
Down, down, down and away.
Sorry, I missed that one.
Nope, you're good. All right, bottom of Hangover. We are one trail down. That took us an hour and 51 from the car. And Steve predicts that the next two will be faster. So I think we're doing pretty good. We've got probably 3.5 hours of daylight left. Here's our fill-up spot. Circle K to the rescue. Back on the road to trail number 2. So what are we gonna do as trail number 2? Hogs? All right. Just turned onto Peccary Trail, which the last time, we're going this way? Yeah.
Yep.
The last time Sid and I were out here, we had to look up what a peccary is, and I can't remember again. So if you know what a peccary is, let us know in the comments, and I will try to actually remember it this time. I know it's some kind of like piggy, rodent-y, something or other. So yeah, let us know. Look, a sunken hole.
You made it to the sinkhole. So you can either go right up this or kind of take it like a berm.
Yeah.
But this is too steep, you just lose all momentum.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh. All right, I gotta try that one more time.
Mackie's about to attempt a climb that I've never been able to get right here. One day I'm gonna come back with clips and get it. Here he goes. He's got it. Send it. Yep, there it is. Yes. Got it. Send it. Yep, there it is. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, that's gotta feel so good. Nice work, Mackie. I've only seen Lars clean that before.
It's okay. I know what Steve's doing there. He's trying to tire me out. He's doing a good job. All right, Steve says this is the official start of Hogs. Hogs is actually 3 trails: High on the Hog, Hog's Heaven, and Hogwash. These trails are classic Sedona, lots of rock tech both up and down with great views. Not as technical as Hangover or Highline, this series of trails is rated Black Diamond. Just admiring the view. It's awesome. Woo, slippery.
Anyway.
Slippery. All right, I'm gonna take this awkward section here to try to both focus enough to not crash and also talk a little bit about fatigue while you're riding, because we knew coming into this that it was going to be a big day probably in the 5-hour range. So there's certain things you want to do to prepare, because as your rides get longer, you obviously get more and more fatigued. And there are a couple things you can do that will help you stay sharp and able to ride even while you're fatigued. And I'd say the two biggest ones are nutrition and hydration. So far we are about 3 hours in, actually almost exactly 3 hours in. I have drunk approximately 48 ounces. So 2 bottles, 2 big bottles. One of those was Scratch Fruit Punch, which is my favorite flavor. And the second one was water. So I just know that keeping that sugar coming in, keeping some calories coming in, are gonna make a big difference for me. I've also eaten a Scratch bar and some chews. And I think I'm gonna probably pound some more of those here shortly, because I just know that as the time starts getting on and I start getting tired, if I can hydrate well and eat well, then it just doesn't seem like I get as tired. So let's see how this tricky one goes. And then we go down here. And hogwash.
Pigtail.
Oh, piggy.
Well, we got 2 options.
Okay.
We can take Pigtail back to the car.
Yep.
Or we can take this trail, which will lead us closer to Highline.
I don't know. Whatever you think.
Let's do that.
Cool.
And then hope there's light to come back and hit Pigtail.
Perfect.
Pigtail's so good. It's like a dual slalom course. A
Jump
single
track.
Slalom course,
single slalom course.
but
Nice.
they built it really well.
The other thing that happens as you get later into a big ride like this is you stop riding as well. And that's just simply fatigue. Your muscles are tired, so it's harder to hold good body position. It's harder to pull up if you have to go up a little step up. It's harder to sprint up climbs. So it's worth just knowing that and planning your ride so that the more technical stuff, or the stuff that you're less comfortable on, is going to be at the beginning of your ride. Because then you get to the hard technical stuff early when you're fresh, and then ride the easier stuff, or the stuff you're more comfortable with when you're tired. We are done with Hogs. We are at 3 hours and 9 minutes. So we made pretty quick work of Hogs. That was like an hour. So I think we're in pretty good shape. I mean, once again, this is assuming everything goes well, no mechanicals, anything like that. And don't get me wrong, Highline is plenty technical enough to slow us down. So I'm feeling optimistic, but we will see.
Must have.
All right, we are fueling up before the final trail, Highline. Steve just went for his second or third, what is this, third bottle, I guess? Yeah, because you drank one, filled one up, got half a bottle.
Half a bottle for Highline?
Yeah. I'm on my third bottle, eating a random Cliff Bar that I had.
Ooh.
Highline, extreme difficulty. When people talk about riding in Sedona, they almost always mention Highline. Also rated double black, it's a different kind of technical from Hangover with more chunky rock and less exposure. But that doesn't make it any less fun. We decided to save this trail for last because Steve knows it the best. And that works for me because I don't really know any of them. But it's good because now, if I follow him, I'll know when I need to push hard, when I can back it down. Perfect. Steve just described this next section as the gnarliest, techiest, most momentum killeriest, which I really liked as an adjective, section of this climb. So something to look forward to. Stay left.
Here we go.
Nice. Oh yes, oh yes. And then it keeps going. I see what he's talking about.
Now we track stand to get our heart rate down.
Yep. Slow pedal. And then again. Oh, I see what you're talking about. Rock assist. Oh, nope. Not rock assist. I'm trying again. I'm trying again. There and there. All right. Let's try going over. Let's get clipped in.
Yep.
All right.
Now track stand. Once you get that 1 foot ledge up,
Okay.
it's a full pull from there.
All right. Put the seat down a little bit. Oh, and then it keeps going. And it keeps going. And then there's a right-hand turn. Man, see what Steve was talking about. Thank you. There's one more guy down there, just a little bit. If that right there is not one of the coolest views ever on a trail, I don't know what is. We are approaching 4 hours. We're at 3:57. And wow, that's a view. Okay, yes, awesome. 3 hours, 57 minutes, climbed 2,500 feet and ridden 21.5 miles. So we're getting there. There's a little bit more to Highline here, but I'm feeling pretty optimistic about our likelihood of finishing before the sun sets. But this is definitely a big ride. There's no denying this is a solid one. All right, let's see if you guys can hear what I'm talking about here. This rear hub on these Shimano wheels is silent. And see, that's just tire noise. All you get is tire noise when you're descending. It does make noise when you get going really slowly, but that's it. Like right now, there was a tiny bit, but then I speed up it all here. No tire noise, or no hub noise. And it's pretty cool, but a little weird when you're used to hearing your hub all the time. This view seems like the appropriate place to take a couple of seconds and say thank you to our Patreon team. It is because of them that we are able to make these videos. We spend a ton of time shooting them, editing, planning, uploading, all that kind of stuff. And the reason we can afford to do that financially is because of Patreon. So if you enjoy our videos, say thanks to our patrons. You can leave a comment. And if you'd like to be part of that team that helps us create these videos, head over to Patreon. I'll put a card up in the corner there. It really is thanks to them that we can do what we do. We understand that Patreon is not for everybody. Some people don't like it or can't afford to do it. That is totally fine. If you can't, but you enjoy our videos, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification that lets us know you like what we're doing, you support us, you want us to keep doing videos. Nice. Getting the local lines. So I was just telling Steve I like the lower part of Highline that everybody talks about, the techie stuff, but this section I think I like even more because it's so swoopy and you can like pump all these turns and it's super fast and I just love it. All right, Steve's gonna show me the good stuff.
I think it's right here.
Bonus line number 1. Or huck to flat number 1. Nope, bonus line number 1! Yeah! Oh yeah, that's a good one! Woo! Oh yeah! Woo! Woohoo! Nice! This is where it gets exciting. We have the more technical part of the trail, and Steve's gonna show me all the good lines because I have been down this once, or maybe twice, I can't remember. Woohoo! As you guys can tell, Steve is a heck of a rider doing all this stuff on the hardtail. You should definitely check out his channel, Hardtail Party, especially if you like hardtails. I will link to that up in the corner. I guess all that rain the last couple of days really had an effect. That is a ton of water in that river.
A nose pivot and get
Yeah.
your back tire right here. Then you hop your front and you can just go straight up here.
That's essentially what I tried to do, but I was not able to pull it off.
You get close, your tire's like inches from falling
Yeah,
down
off
there,
the
but
back there.
You can do it.
Okay, I'll try it again. Oh no! Oh, all right. Woo woo! Oh, all right.
There it is.
Thank you. We just broke the 5-hour mark. We are on our way to Mystic Trail, and then we're connecting into Pigtail, which is the fun little jump trail, back to the car, and we will have successfully done the Triple H. Guys, we made it to Pigtail. It is 5 hours and 15 minutes into the ride. We have done 27.8 miles. We have climbed 3,200 feet. Now we have one final fun, flowy, jumpy descent, and we are back at the car. If the video of my Hangover KOM attempt is out, I'll link to it right here. If not, check out this one from last year, and make sure you're subscribed so that when that video comes out next week, you get a notification. We'll see you in those videos in just a second, and in the meantime, don't forget to be more awesome.
Drive a faster car.
Whee!